out. Once you log in, over on the left side of the screen, you're going to click Science Techbook. You'll see it kind of pop out over here. Once you're at the Science Techbook, you're going to choose your course, which in our case is going to be, we're going to actually use the Texas Physics New. From there, you're going to be able to look at your table of contents, or you can look at your standards. And at the very beginning is just an awesome overview that kind of lets you see all of the units. And in this case, we're going to check out Unit 6 waves, and we're going to go to wave characteristics. So once you're in the wave characteristics, you're going to see our 5 E's up here: our engage, explore, explain, elaborate with STEM, and evaluate. Our engage is just going to be a great way to get students started with their prior knowledge. So this is a great thing you want to start with and when you're introducing the unit. Our explore tab, all 11 of these, but they are great resources, so you can go through each one. And this is what we call our core interactive text, because this text allows students to be able to pull up glossary terms, see animations of exactly what they're looking up. They can change the language to Spanish. They can also highlight the text and add it to their notes. They can do speak to text where it talks right to you, or they can even add some notes like this will be on the test. So it's a really, really great tool, but obviously you're not going to be able to cover all of this. So what we suggest is let's start with the end in mind. So with the end in mind, I'm either going to go to my Evaluate tab or my Elaborate with STEM. In this case, let's check out the Evaluate tab. And here we're going to see some awesome content about everything we're going to review this year. So this Evaluate tab has amazing notes, and this is going to allow you to also see, okay, what am I trying to get at during this unit, and what do I need to cover? If your students don't take notes, this is a great thing to print out as well and give to them as notes. When we click here on this assessment, we're going to see our either a constructed response or a multiple choice, the summative assessment. You're going to want to check that out and then backwards plan from there. So I can see the questions that I need to go over in order for my students to answer. And you can also assign it digitally, or there is a printout version if you like paper test. The Elaborate with STEM is going to give us some projects. So we can go to the STEM project starter and we can overview all of the projects that have to do with wave characteristics, this concept. So in this case, we have communicating through wave refracting light and researching sonar. So you're allowed to open these up, and the cool thing about this is if you find something you absolutely love, and in this case I'm in teacher mode, so remember right here I can see all of my sample responses. If I click teacher mode off, I'm going to see all open boxes, so I'm going to be able to read everything, see what the student would see. If I like this, I see reflection, refracting light, I absolutely love this as a final assessment. Right off the bat, I can do something really cool. I can add to my click list. Boom, it pops right up here so I can access it later. I can also assign it, or I can add it to my content, which is just like a folder that you can always go back to. So I can go here and assign it to my student and say, hey, at the end of the class, you're going to need to be able to do this. So after you know what you want students to be able to do at the end of the lesson or unit, then you can go back and you can figure out how much time is this going to take me. So in our explain tab, we kind of have like the basic, like, hey, how do we know that waves sent from the sun to earth are not mechanical waves? So it's like kind of a big question, and all of the explains follow the same scientific evidence, reasoning, and claim. So you could also use that as an ending assessment or a check for understanding. But once you know what you want students to be able to learn, then we can backwards plan. Then we can look through these explore tabs. We can use our search bar up here. We can look up, okay, well, what about transversal waves? Let's look up transversal waves. And we can find all the content, all videos, boards, images, audio, text, anything we might need. So I hope this gets you started on lesson planning, and I hope this helps you